wife and I, right, we started dating April 2003, got married 4 years later, 2007, had our first child 2008, second child 2015, built, has made millions of dollars together as an entrepreneurial couple, right? By April, right? By April, we would have been together 20 years, right? But guess what? There was a lot of ups and downs, right? There was a lot of ups and downs in that 20 years. It wasn't all, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't all roses, right? It wasn't all roses. It wasn't just smooth sailing, right? What Jimmy Cozier said? Sometimes I love her. Sometimes I love her not, right? I ain't letting her go, right? Like, sometimes she nags me and complains a lot. That's my 90s babies. Like, my 90 and 2000 babies know that song, right? But guess what? It wasn't all peaches and roses. In hindsight, though, catch this. In hindsight, the rough patches that we had, right? The rough patches that we had in our relationships is because of what we were focusing on, right? Is anytime we had rough patches in our relationship was because what? It was because we were focusing on negative, right? I come into the house, she's focusing on what I'm not doing, right? She's not telling me what I'm doing. She's not raising me up. She's focusing on what I'm not doing. And guess what happens? She's going to get more of what I'm not doing, right? Or who I'm not being or whatever. Same thing with me, right? Any rough patch we've ever had in our relationship was because of our focus, right? This is what I would do, right? I would look at other people, like my friends and other people in relationships. I would see parts of their relationship, right? I would see parts of their relationships that I wanted, and then come back home and be like, well, why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't that? Why you ain't that? Why you ain't that? And so now I'm putting this negative, right? I'm putting this negative focus on what she's not. And so guess what I'm going to get more of? I'm going to get more of what she's not. I'm going to get more of what she's not. Why? Because I am in alignment with what she's not. I'm focusing on her shortcomings. She's focusing on my shortcomings. So guess what she's going to get on? Because the universe don't care that we've been together 20 years. You think the universe care? Universe don't care that we've been together 20 years. The universe is not going to bend the law for us. Right? The universe is not going to bend the law for you. It is what it is. Right? It does not change. It is what it is. I don't care who you know. I don't care where you come from. I don't care what your background is. I don't care how much money you got. I do not care. It is what it is. You cannot change the law. I don't care how long you've been with somebody. I don't care how much work you put in. You cannot change the law. This is the reason, right? Here's this. This is the reason why there's entrepreneurs, right? There's entrepreneurs who've been on the grind for years, right? There's entrepreneurs who've been on the grind for decades, and they're still not getting their just due. And then you watch an entrepreneur who just got here killing it, right? You got an entrepreneur who just got here, who just started, and they killing it right now. Why? Because you cannot change the law. You cannot change the law. The law says you will get what you focus on. And so guess what? The entrepreneur who's been grinding for years is jaded. Right? It's jaded. And that person is using their experience to say what they don't want. Right? The entrepreneur is like, oh, this person got over on me. And I got to look out for this person. I got to look out for scammers. I got to look out. I got to look out. So guess what you focus on? Oh, even in relationship. Oh, this last guy cheated on me. This last girl did this. So I gotta look out. So now you looking out, and God, the universe is saying, all right, here you go. So that's all you're attracting. That's all you're attracting. Right? That's why a lot of us need to have selective amnesia. Right? A lot of us need to have selective amnesia. A lot of us need to stop remembering the bad, right? Stop remembering the bad. Stop remembering what you don't want and focus on, like, know what you want. Know what you want. Focus on what you want. Because as you focus on that thing, right? As you focus on that thing, you are now putting yourself in alignment with that thing, right? So what did I say? Visualize it.
Hazard ahead in half a mile. You're still on the fastest route.
Create it, right? When you are in alignment with your dreams, you take inspired action and open up to the infinite possibilities that exist for you, right? And so when you are in alignment with what you desire, right? When you're in alignment with it, right? When you're in alignment with it, you take inspired action and you open up to infinite possibilities that exist for you. Right? You take inspired action. Right? Like if I believe that I'm abundant, then why am I not taking action that's abundant? Right? If I believe that nobody tells me no, why am I asking for more? Why am I asking for more? Right? If I believe that everything I need is always provided for me, then why won't I take the first step towards what I need? Right? And so this is all science, though. So let me let Mel Robbins talk to you about visualization real quick.
You are now listening to MindRightRadio.com, the only place to get inspiration and motivation all day,
alignment.
Every day.
Anybody this message is perfect for is because you're in alignment with it. You're ready for it.
If you expect to achieve your goals, if you expect to reach your potential, if you expect to have your dreams come true, what I'm about to explain to you is mission critical. You must become a master at visualization. For those of you that are like, what the heck is she talking about? I did not sign up for some sort of meditation, woo, spiritual thing. Don't worry, this is Mel Robbins. There's always science and research involved in everything that I talk about. So visualization is a extraordinarily powerful skill. You may have heard of the law of attraction. You may have heard of the word visualization. You may have heard of the word manifesting. I call it seeing signs. Your brain has a system in it. Here's the technical term. It's called the reticular activating system. It is a network of neurons all up in here. And what is the job of the reticular activating system? It is a filter system. It's basically a system that allows certain information in your brain, and it blocks
Pay attention, y'all.
Information. And guess who programmed that filter? You did. And so did the people from your past. And so if you constantly feel like you're unlovable, guess what? Your reticular activating system is going through the day, and it is going to point out every single piece of evidence that confirms that negative belief that you have. If you think that people don't like you at work, the reticular activating system, the filter, it is literally going to be looking for evidence to confirm that belief all day long. This is one of the reasons why we have such a problem with politics in this country. This is why there's something called a confirmation bias. Confirmation bias means your mind loves to read things that you agree with, because reading things that you agree with confirms your filter. Why do we have a reticular activating system? There's a really important reason why you have this. The reason why is if your brain let in everything. Have you ever looked at a Facebook page? Have you noticed how many words are on a standard Facebook page? And the ad over here, and the ad over here, and the ad over here, and the ad, and the news feed right here, and the stuff up here, and all this over here. If your brain took in everything and equal value, your head would literally explode off your shoulders. Your brain would melt down. And so the reticular activating system protects your brain.
Protection.
By filtering information and only letting in stuff that it agrees with. So, that's the scientific reason and mandate for why you got to get busy reprogramming that thing. Now we're going to talk about how you use visualization in order to start to reprogram the reticular activating system in your brain so that your brain starts to spot opportunity. Your brain starts to spot evidence that things are working out. Your brain starts to spot coincidences so you can build momentum. And it begins with visualization. So as you take your goals, I want you to go to each one and I want you to do a visualization exercise. And here's how you're going to do it based on science, because there's a particular way you have to do this based on science, okay? It's a two-step method. If your goal is to improve your self-worth, I want you to visualize.
Make sure y'all join the Abundance community.
And how
and all these tracks are in the Abundance community.
About yourself. When your
www.
has improved. There's two things that you have to do when it comes to visualization.
Community.org.
You have to close your eyes. Truly, I know it sounds stupid, but I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to, in your mind, have a specific picture of what it looks like in your life when your self-worth has. See yourself leaving bad relationships. You're going to consciously think of the positive emotions that you're going to feel. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel proud. I'm going to stand taller. I'm going to be so grateful that I made this change. Marrying the specific picture. Oh, there I am. There I am. I'm at work and I'm raising my hand. Amazing. I'm sharing my idea. There I am. I'm getting a promotion. There I am asking for a raise. There I am. I've just signed up another customer to my business. There I am. I've gone back to school. I feel so good about myself. When you do that, here's what's actually happening in your brain. This is the cool science part. You are training your brain to have a totally different filter. You see, your brain, my brain, it doesn't know the difference between something that actually happened to you, like the F you got in your test in 10th grade.
Your brain doesn't know the difference, y'all.
And the things you imagine that are happening.
Uh-oh.
Let me say that again. Your brain doesn't know the difference.
Doesn't know the
between
difference.
Bad things that actually happened to you, the real memories that you have, and an imagined memory that you're creating. Your brain will experience you visualizing going to the gym, you visualizing how happy you feel when you do, you visualizing asking for that raise and getting it, and how proud you're going to feel. Your brain, when you visualize in the way that I'm teaching you to, it encodes it as a real memory. And that's important, because when you encode it as a real memory, it changes the filter system, that reticular activating system. And here's what we know based on research. The more you visualize...
The more you visualize.
Number one, the greater your confidence.
The greater your confidence.
The greater security you're going to have about it.
Yep.
And here's the really cool thing. The more you do this with your goals, you wake up every day and you just visualize. It takes 30 freaking seconds, for crying out loud. You visualize having a great day at school. You visualize curing your panic and how proud you're going to be. What studies suggest and have proven is that simply visualizing yourself doing things.
Visualize yourself doing it.
Develops the skill and helps you improve the skills. Just to
Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I used to visualize myself in a big house. I used to visualize myself in an expensive car, right? I used to have these visions, and it felt so real. And it got so real.
In 10 miles,
that
take
I
exit
was like, all right,
24A
the
toward
next
Francis
step,
Lewis
right?
Boulevard.
Like, and I suggest everybody do this, even if you have no desire to. Everybody, find out what your dream car is, right? There's a dream car that you want, and I challenge you to go to a dealership, wherever they sell that car. Go to the dealership and walk in there and tell them that you're interested in test driving it. Right? The more you visualize a thing, the more confidence you're going to have. The first time I did this, and I'm telling you, the first time I did this, I felt like an imposter. Right? My heart was beating fast. Why? Because somewhere in my subconscious, I didn't feel like it was real. I didn't feel like I deserved it. I thought that they were looking down, right? They were looking down on me. Like, look, like somewhere in my mind, I thought that they knew I didn't have the money. So I swear to God, I would walk inside a luxury dealership, and the first time my heart was beating fast. Matter of fact, the first time I didn't even ask to do the test drive. Right? The first time I didn't even ask to do the test drive. The first time I mustered enough energy to go, right? And then when the person came to me and asked me if I needed help, I was like, no, I'm just looking, because I was nervous. Right? C, what up? My brother C in the building. Right? The first time, right, I was like, oh, I'm just looking around. And I got in and out. But then after a while, I got comfortable, right? I kept going though. I kept going, and then eventually, I was, you know what I'm saying? Like eventually, I was able to get the test drive. Still didn't have the money to actually purchase it, right? You know, did the test drive. By the time the first time I bought a luxury car, decade ago, right? So the first time I bought like a luxury car was 2012, right? 2012. But by the time I did it, I was already comfortable, right? I was already comfortable. I was already, you know what I'm saying? Now, literally, y'all about to see me post some pictures, me in a Rolls Royce. It ain't mine. I don't have no desire. I could afford it, but it's not mine. I have no desire for it. But it's to the point where I needed to do a video shoot, so I called a friend. I have friends who own Rolls Royces that could just lend it to me. Like it's to the I'm so here. Oh, watch this. This is great. This is great. A lot of times when we start thinking about abundance, we only think about the money that is necessary to get the things. But sometimes it ain't the money. When I say abundance is your birthright, sometimes it ain't the money. Sometimes it ain't the money, right? Because I'm a low-key guy. I don't want certain attention on me, right? And so I'm not gonna say never, because I actually want a color in a white one. So maybe not never. Maybe not never. Let me delete that, right? Maybe not never, because I don't want y'all one day y'all see me with a white Rolls Royce color, and then y'all like, oh, I thought he said he'll never buy it. So maybe not never, right? But when I say abundance is my birthright, abundance is my birthright. So guess what? I needed to shoot a commercial, right? And I was like, yo, this commercial would do well, right? I was like, yo, this commercial would do well if I was in a Rolls Royce. So guess what? I gotta buy a Rolls Royce just to shoot it for one day. So guess what? Call my abundance. Hit my friend up like, yo, fam. I said, yo, can you get, yo, I need to hold your, I need to either, look, I need to either hold your G-Wagon or your Cullinan real quick. Oh, say less, yo. Meet me such and such and such. You want it for the whole day? I'm like, nah, I just need it for a couple of hours. Right? That's abundance, y'all. Anything I desire, anything I need is always available to me. That's why a lot of us always put so much energy, right? We put so much energy on money, right? We put so much energy on money when money's not your source. When I say abundance is your birthright, if you think money, then you are thinking wrong. Money is not your source. Money is what helps get the thing, but money is not your source. Money's not your source. And so a lot of people no, abundance is my birthright. So anything I need, right? Anything I need, I will get. That's it. Right? And I hit my friend up on the day of. I hit my friend up the day of. I was like, oh yeah, I got you, King. Yo, meet me here. Here you go. Because that's my abundance. Right? I'm in alignment with whatever I desire. With whatever. Like whatever. There's no, like infinite. Right? Infinite possibilities. Anything I want, I get. What's the Diddy skit? Ooh, I'm a savage. Anything I want, I get. Like I believe that in my spirit. Like nothing can tell me otherwise. All right, hold on. Let me not go on a tangent.
As if you were actually doing it. And so there's proof based on research that visualization helps you build skills. And then finally, the other thing that's really important about this is that the more that you do this, what we know based on research, is that the reason why you start to believe what you think is because you are reprogramming your brain. You are changing the network of neurons that act as a filter. And so the more that you actually believe in yourself and you start thinking and visualizing yourself speaking up, the more confident you're going to become, the more skills that you're building, and you're actually going to do it. And then, instead of looking for all the reasons when you're sitting in a meeting to not speak
Visualize, y'all.
You're going to just speak up because you're going to have changed the filter. You're going to look for opportunities. This is how it works. This is why this is so incredibly important. And so, day one, I want you to go through...
Stay in the left 2 lanes.
And I want you, every single day throughout the next 30 days, you are going to spend 30 seconds. Your dreams deserve 30 seconds, don't you think? You're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize, what does it look like in your life when you have achieved your monetary goals this year? How does it feel to go to the bank and see that balance? How does it feel to be able to write that check? And
how does it feel?
Disney World and money that
how does it feel to write the check? Hey, yo, I promise you, if y'all have never done the exercise, I gotta find that ebook. There's an ebook that I wrote, that there's an exercise where you spend money, right? You get money and you double it each day, and you spend millions of dollars. You spend millions of dollars each day, or at the end of it. Yo, if y'all never got it,
Stay in the second lane from right.
I have written checks for everything I ever desired just to get the feeling of it, right? Like I've called up places visualization. I'm telling you, if you take visualization to the next level, the power of manifestation is right there.
Be able to rent your own place or put down a down payment for the house you've always dreamt of. How does it feel to be able to have saved enough money so you can quit the job that you hate and launch the business because you have achieved your goals? It feels
Use the right lane to
How's it
take exit
feel, y'all?
24A toward Francis Lewis Boulevard.
Savor that, because what you're doing when you visualize is you're reprogramming your reticular activating system, that system of neurons, that network that acts like a filter in your brain, so that it's spotting opportunity, so that it is helping you see evidence that you are confident, that you are capable, that you can do this, instead of all the garbage you think right now.
Take the exit, then turn right onto Laurelton Parkway.
All the time. More than humanly possible. Elevation on another level.
Turn right onto Laurelton Parkway.
Right? So it's all about visualization. I gotta find it.
At the
that
light,
ebook.
turn right onto
As soon as
Francis
I
Lewis
find it,
Boulevard.
well, I'm gonna definitely drop it inside the abundance community. Because it's a powerful, I forgot what I called it though. Man, I'll find it. And I'll tell y'all about it tomorrow, because it's like, I'm gonna find it. Let me write this down in my to-do list.
In a quarter mile, take a slight right turn onto 243rd Street.
Find the money manifestation ebook. All right, so I'm gonna put that on there, right? And so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I need y'all to also ask the right questions, right? I need you to ask the right questions.